Could you become a mind reader? While gaining direct access to someone's thoughts may seem far-fetched, developing a keen understanding of human behavior can provide valuable insights into what others are thinking. By mastering the art of psychology, mindset, and observation, you can learn to interpret subtle cues, partial expressions, and word choices, revealing hidden meanings behind what is said and unsaid. This powerful skill allows you to decode the unspoken thoughts and feelings of those around you, giving you a clearer picture of their state of mind. And the best part is that honing this skill is easier than you might think. Summary: The Art of Mind Reading by Henrik Fexeus. You will discover a set of tools that, once mastered, will enhance your communications with others. Welcome to the audiobook. If you are looking for inspiring and useful content, we are here to provide you with the best we have. We offer tips on self-development, book reviews, and a lot of exciting content that will help you achieve your goals. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button to receive all that is new. Join us on this enjoyable journey and share your thoughts and comments in the videos. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to seeing you in the channel. Chapter 1. The relationship is the basis of persuasion. The science of mental influence represents an integrated system based on scientific foundations and advanced awareness in understanding and directing minds. This methodology goes beyond being mere showmanship methods, as it constitutes an integrated system for effective persuasive communication. Effective persuasion requires building bridges of trust and mutual understanding. When a solid relationship is established, the other party becomes more responsive and receptive to guidance. Specialists in this field are distinguished by their superior ability to establish strong bonds by employing advanced techniques in body language. For example, immediate harmony can be achieved through studied motor simulation, where the movements of the other party are repeated in a gentle and unnoticeable manner. This may include mimicking a sitting position or simple gestures, taking care to delay the response slightly to ensure naturalness. Advanced techniques also include matching the vocal and motor rhythm of the interlocutor. Through careful coordination of speech, breathing, and movement patterns, a deep sense of connection and harmony can be enhanced. It is important to realize that body language varies from one individual to another, as each person has their style of expression. The key to success lies in careful observation and a deep understanding of individual, nonverbal cues. Specialists in mental influence use body language as a strategic tool for positive influence. When dealing with someone who shows signs of frustration, you can start by mimicking his body language and then gradually improve your posture and energy, which leads to improving the psychological state of the interlocutor. To develop your competence in building influential relationships, you should study social interactions in different situations. Observe how individuals express communication and connection through nonverbal signals. Identify the subtle elements that enhance effective communication and work to integrate them into your professional practices. By mastering the principles of mental influence and understanding the importance of relationships, you will possess powerful tools for persuasion and effective communication. Handle these skills responsibly and ethically, and you will be able to achieve excellence in the art of influence and persuasion. Chapter 2. Learning to decode emotions. Our innate biological ability to analyze facial expressions is a highly developed mechanism for interpreting emotional states. Genuine emotions are automatically manifested on our features without conscious intervention. Among the 40 muscles in the face, There is a large group that is not subject to voluntary control. What increases the importance of these muscles is that their response precedes our conscious awareness, which allows us to sense emotions before their owner is aware of them. Universal emotional expressions are divided into 7 basic categories: surprise, anger, sadness, pleasure, fear, disgust, and contempt. Surprise is characterized by facial expansion and elevation, eyebrows, widened eyes, and parted lips, where the mouth's twitching is directly proportional to the intensity of surprise. Anger is manifested by lowered and contracted eyebrows with a drooping upper eyelid. Even these subtle changes in the eye area on a neutral face may reveal repressed anger. Often, the first signs of this emotion are a tightening of the mouth and a tightening of the jaw. Sadness is characterized by a relaxation of the facial muscles, a downward gaze, and a raised inner corner of the eyebrows. This raised eyebrow is one of the most difficult movements to imitate voluntarily, making it a reliable indicator of genuine feelings. A genuine smile requires the participation of the mouth muscles and the orbicularis oculi. Since only a small percentage of people can control the orbicularis oculi muscle, observing the eyes is the most reliable way to verify the sincerity of a smile. Fear is characterized by raised, straightened eyebrows, wrinkled forehead, and obvious tension in the widened eyes. Disgust is expressed by a wrinkled nose, a raised upper lip, and sometimes lowered eyebrows. Disgust is an easily fake emotion. Contempt, an emotion associated with smell but directed toward others and their actions, is expressed by a raised corner of the mouth with a gaze directed downward, literally reflecting a condescending look towards those we forget. Due to our constant attempts to hide our true feelings, we must focus on monitoring partial and fleeting expressions that appear involuntarily, expressions that are limited to a specific part of the face, and subtle, low-intensity expressions. Mastering the reading of facial expressions enables specialists to accurately understand the emotional states of others. This skill not only enhances communication and persuasion abilities, but also deepens the bonds of empathy and understanding. However, this knowledge must be used responsibly and ethically to enhance trust and mutual understanding. Chapter 3. Lying can be detected through nonverbal cues. The ability to identify nonverbal cues is an important skill. Credibility is a very important strategic skill, as verbal expression is subject to manipulation, while body language provides accurate nonverbal indicators that reveal the truth objectively. Contrary to popular belief, facial expressions are not the primary indicator of lack of credibility. While facial expressions reflect the psychological state, body language provides more reliable evidence to detect deception. Most individuals are not aware of the amount of information that their bodies transmit automatically, which makes controlling these indicators extremely difficult. When an individual speaks honestly, the 3 elements of communication, words, facial expressions, and body language, harmonize to convey a complete message. In the case of lack of credibility, the individual issues 2 conflicting messages: reality and the fabricated narrative. This conflict leads to the emergence of involuntary indicators known as behavioral leaks that conflict with the spoken verbal content. It is necessary to point out that behavioral leaks do not necessarily appear in all individuals when there is lack of credibility, and these problems may result from other factors, such as stress or mental preoccupation. Therefore, it is always necessary to take into account the overall context before issuing judgments regarding the credibility of the individual. Nonverbal indicators that reveal lack of credibility. First, Eye indicators. The duration of blinking may increase in cases of lack of credibility or psychological pressure. Eye movements reveal the eye on the difference between retrieving real memory and receiving new information. Each individual has a unique pattern of eye movements, which requires monitoring their usual behavior to identify changes. Second, facial gestures include touching the nose, covering the mouth, or adjusting the position of glasses and ears. These gestures may indicate a lack of credibility, especially when repeated during a conversation in a listening situation. They may indicate doubt about the speaker's credibility. Third, adaptive motor behavior is represented by repeated movements aimed at relieving tension, such as moving a pen or tearing paper. Although these movements are seemingly simple, they reveal an internal conflict or an attempt to hide. Fourth, tension. Speech patterns. Pausing for periods exceeding the normal state. Prolonging sounds such as ah or oh to gain time. Repeating phrases or repeating the same content may indicate a lack of credibility. The ability to determine a lack of credibility depends on understanding the nonverbal indicators of the body, which are characterized by reliability and speech patterns. The ability to detect deception can be developed. Chapter 4. Mastering the Art of Suggestion. The mastery of the art of psychological influence. Mastering the understanding of subtle expressions, body signals, and spoken language represents a fundamental pillar in understanding and directing the human mind. This strategic skill allows experienced practitioners to instill ideas and images in the human mind in a systematic and precise manner, making it an exceptional tool in the field of institutional influence. Psychological suggestion is one of the most prominent advanced methods in this field, as it includes presenting concepts to the subconscious mind in a systematic manner. Unlike direct suggestions that are subject to logical analysis, suggestion goes beyond this stage, allowing the subconscious mind to retrieve them as objective facts. There are many strategic methods for applying psychological suggestion effectively, the most prominent of which is employing the method of studied negation. When we direct the phrase, "Don't think of the white elephant," the mind automatically conjures up the image of the white elephant. This happens because the concrete image is superior to the concept of abstract negation in mental perception, as the integration of directions within the linguistic context represents an advanced strategy. The phrase, "forming one's conclusions," and because individuals invest in their interpretations, their acceptance of them increases. Psychological linking is a pivotal technique in the system of influence. These links are created by coupling a physical signal or a specific touch with a specific phrase. An experienced practitioner can gently touch a person's arm while saying, "this day." Exceptionally, and by strengthening this connection, it can be activated later to achieve specific influential goals. The effectiveness of psychological connections increases when they are established in an emotional context that matches the targeted influence. If the goal is to arouse joy, the connection is instilled in moments of happiness. Similarly, if the goal is to arouse contemplation, the connection is created in states of deep thought. Most importantly, this methodology goes beyond influencing others. Experienced practitioners can develop self-connections to stimulate specific states such as activity, enthusiasm, and confidence when needed. These strategies, when applied wisely, constitute effective tools for understanding human dynamics and positive influence. Whether in a professional or personal context, we conclude our talk today by emphasizing the extreme importance of the concepts presented by Henrik Fexeus in his valuable book, The Art of Reading Minds. Nonverbal signals represent a strategic tool of high value in enhancing effective communication and building solid professional relationships, which inevitably leads to positive results for all parties involved. The thoughtful and ethical application of this science opens broad horizons towards a deeper understanding of the human mind and paves the way for more profound and effective communication. We appreciate your kind follow-up of this qualitative content. We hope you will kindly support this work by like and subscribe to our specialized channel to get more similar content. We also welcome your valuable opinions in the comments section about the most important items you found. We look forward to meeting you in upcoming content, and we wish you continued progress and success.